it's my Tack, my rules, so why not show you guys some of my other saddles. So, this is my first ever saddle. Ooh, it's heavy. It's hard to get down to the barn, but that's okay. This is a saddle we bought used from the people we got Dallas from. I mean, to me, it looks somewhat like a nice saddle. It's really comfortable to ride in, but that's not for when you're going fast. When you're trying to go fast, it's not easy because it's super noisy when you try to go up from a walk or trot, and it just honestly feels like it's heavier for the horse to carry. Next up, I have the great and powerful English saddle. Ta-da! Woohoo! Yeah, I don't know if that's exciting for you guys, but this is the English saddle. I really like it. It's actually, my sister got it because she did like a bunch of chores and jobs for other people, and she got free tack. So she had this English saddle for a long time, but she doesn't really like English saddle because we've all grew up in Western saddle, and we all first time riding was in the Western saddle. So she's not too interested in English riding. So a long time ago, like a year ago, I got this saddle, and I kind of cleaned it and everything, and I started riding in it. So last and definitely least is this little mini horse saddle, kid saddle. It's really old. I actually, when I first started riding, I first rode in this. Just think, when I started riding, I was tiny enough to fit in this saddle. My memories in the saddle was, I'd be running along, galloping on our mini horse, Christy. I was like that tiny kid. And this cinch would just randomly fall off. Sometimes it would just literally, at the most random moments, it would just slip off or something, and I would basically just be running and galloping on my little mini horse without a cinch. So basically, it's just this saddle. It's old, and I am not going to take the time to fix it because Asa doesn't even fit in the saddle anymore. He's kind of in between the bigger saddles, but he can't quite fit them. That's why he has the stirrups. But that is my most memories out of this saddle. It was certainly fun because everyone admired my balance on the horses, so that's good, right? Also, some other recent memories I've had with Christy is I would be out, in open class 4-H bear racing, against all these bigger horses, and there would just be me on this tiny mini horse, and I'd be running, she'd be running as fast as she could, and then randomly she decided she was tired, so she just stopped in the middle of the barrel pattern, and I remember sitting, trying to get her to go, and she, the little mini horse, she just stood there. That was fun times, Tiny baby saddle. Actually, I'm going to set it right here. This is the most interesting thing ever I've seen. It's not even usable anymore. The rats chewed it up at my sister's barn. But it is what you call a buddy saddle. It goes, and you clip it onto your Western saddle or something, and you put a tiny little kid on the back of your horse. Yeah, it's basically just trash now. It's not even useful, but it has the tiny little strap so you can pretend you're riding stuff. But I remember we did try to fit 3 people on the saddle all at once. That didn't work too well, but just so you know, we were all tiny kids on a huge horse. So that's some memories with the buddy saddle. Or I remember my sister, she actually got my brother up on the horse because of the buddy saddle, and he wanted to stay in the saddle, but he didn't want to ride alone. But that's my old saddle. So I'm going to fit these saddles up here on this shelf. They're so tiny. We actually never used them ever since like 2020 because my brother grew out of it. Video bomber. No,